Well, it depends on whether or not I'm involved in somehow, either directly or indirectly, in whatever lie is told. And someone is asking me a question about it, and I have to always give the most constructive answer. See, in other words, I don't know what frame of reference in which that would happen. I mean, if I hear it on the radio, if I hear it by someone, saying that someone said something or something like that anywhere in the world, I can't really, you might say, take action on it until I'm involved directly. If anyone gives me my opinion, hypothetically, about something that happens anywhere, I mean, something that happens in Tibet, I'll give my opinion, my frame of reference, according to what I've written. That's why I try to stick to what I've written, always a code. That's what I say a code is for. You always stick with the code. You never deviate from the code. That's why a code is a code. So if I'm required to make a comment on something that somebody has said, I have to know a lot of details about a lot of things before I even make a comment. And, that's just the way that works. The code says you should have truth plus justice plus correctness. And that's the equation. That should, hypothetically, eventually lead to peace. But you start with truth. You want to know what is true. Truth, according to what is written in the Word Guide, is that which is. That which is what? That which is whatever it is. In other words, you get all the facts, not just some of the facts, all of the facts about any situation, anything that anybody says or does. That's the first thing you want to do. In order to do what? To eliminate confusion. And then, once you eliminate confusion by knowing exactly what was said, what was done, by whom, under what circumstances, and that takes quite a bit of work sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it's just a short trip. But that's the first thing you want to do, is establish the truth, like you mentioned the word truth a while ago. If you find out the truth, if somebody's telling a lie, and something like that, you want to know who told the lie, under what circumstances. You have to do some really hands-on work. What you do is you always reveal the truth. That's why it's real important that everybody stands by his or her word. If a person is telling a lie about anything dealing with racism, that lie should be known by everybody in the entire world.
Okay.
And who said it.
And who said it. All right, that's what I was trying
and
to get clear.
That person should be asked, just asked, to step forward and, did you say that or did you not? Whatever was said, because a lie has to do with saying something in most cases. So the person just steps forward and say, I certainly would step forward and say, yes, I said it. And not only that, now that I've thought about it in depth, I'm going to say it again, because that's what I intended to say. Now, if I didn't intend to say it, then I can say that I didn't intend to say that. What I really meant was, and as we all know, many politicians do that all the time.
They do that. They do that every day.
But everybody is supposed to avoid having to do that. That's why I mean by get your words straight before you ever say them. That's a part of the code. I sometimes make mistakes, sometimes even on the air, in my rush to say something, which is sometimes I often say that I have to slow down sometimes, because you have to stick by whatever you said. If you're rushing or get out the door sometimes there's an old saying, haste makes waste. And sometimes when you rush to judgment on things, you stumble all over your own shoelaces, and next thing you know, you're tumbling down the stairs. You have made an awful situation a real disaster. So you don't get where you're going, because haste makes waste. Sometimes you have to slow down, almost to a turtle crawl, and look at the road that you're on in fine detail before you start rushing down it. And that's a part of the code, too.
Okay.
Be very methodical.